Hello, and welcome back to Corona Trials with Brian. Last time we advanced, I'm not sure how far, but it seemed like pretty far, into the nebula Citadel, and one of the things we found was this sword called Phoenix Ire, and so I decided I'm going to use it. The Sweeping Edge 3, plus its fast attack speed, means that I can hit a bunch of enemies with it, and so I should just try out some of these cool weapons that Render has given us. And I also added mending to these boots and repaired this with mending and thorns 1, so I've improved my armor slightly. But apart from that, I think otherwise we're ready to go in with the same kind of strategy that we used last time. The first part should be, I think, a lot easier now because we broke most of the spawners along the way. Let's just kind of test this sword out. I have to kind of get a new feel for just how quickly I can swing this thing. Hey, Graper, do you want to see me? And it still has knockback too, and so if I get a running start, I can still knock guys off as well. So that is pretty cool. And yeah, my goal for today is to get at least one of the two objectives, either the wool or the emerald. And let's see. Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to be able to have any success at all when it comes to... Okay, I heard a spider. Does that mean there's something over here that I have or have not been to? I have been to this place. I guess the spider is somewhere outside. I don't have a good sense of if I'm ever going to be able to make heads or tails of my own kind of just mental model for how this thing flows together. So I think it's going to be a lot of running around and just trying to find dark spots until we can kind of progress up the various towers. So I'll probably make some cuts and bring you guys back in as interesting things happen. Oh gosh. Alright, these super creepers, every time I've been up here, they've been like falling out of the wall up here, I think, or something. So I'm not sure where it is. I suppose it could be they could be falling out of somewhere in the tower too. But I've run into them a few times there. Let's not waste all my sprinting abilities. What was in here? Yeah, these are potions. Let's go ahead and take a potion of strength and a potion of resistance and a potion of speed. Yeah, just to feel like we have some potions going, and then I'll leave the super golden apple on the bar in case we decide we want that. Hello, there's a spawner I forgot to break last time. So I think we're getting close to... Right, yes, I think we are getting close to where I kind of left off at some point last time. Right, apparently I've never been over here at all. The ghasts are going to be a pain in the neck. That spawner is gone. Okay, this kind of thing is always happening with the difficult terrain. Right, I'm starting to remember this area now. Okay, I saw, it looked like skeletons falling out of the sky over there, so that's interesting. I am on fire. We don't really need to worry about that too much. That looks like it might be good. What did that have exactly? Yeah, it's not bad. Oh, it's unbreaking. That's kind of cool too. I'll keep it in my inventory, and if I guess I just put mending on my chest plate already, huh? So, I guess the unbreaking is not super important for me right now. Did I break all the spawners that were out here in this corner? I might have. Is there... I can't tell if there's a way to go over here. I guess it's farther down, but I think that might be the wool over there. But I think there may also be more directions to go. Is this just where I came from? I think it is, but I have not noticed this before. Cave spiders, okay. So let's go ahead and deal with that really quick. I believe that's probably the best way to do it. Can I reach you from here? I'm not sure that I can reach you from here. Oh, I can. Alright, good. Alright, that's clever. I like that little hiding spot for the cave spiders. So this was not the correct direction then to go as deep into the castle kind of fun path as I've gone before. So let's continue to look around. Right, I remember this. I don't think I'd ever gotten into here, actually. Sturdy leggings seems like a similar kind of thing for the legendary set. So we'll carry that around as well. I don't think... No, I did break that already. Okay. So now I'm turned around again. I'm not sure... I don't think I ever got a chance to go up here. And I think we've been seeing some charge creepers appear from over here somewhere. So let's try to just make our own way up here. No, I've been here before. Here we go. Okay, here's something new, it appears. Right, and I have this crazy new sword that I can swing a lot faster. So let's try to get used to that. Especially if we see a bunch of bad guys at once, since we can use the sweeping edge. Alright, and I see the spawners right here. So let's go ahead and do that. And try to use this. Oh, crap. Okay. I think, yes. I was about to say... Oh, crap. Okay. Let's do... actually, no. I think I'm actually still doing okay. Where am I? I'm just, like, clinging for life on the side here. Do I have any kind of regen? I don't. Okay, so then this is probably worth it. Let's just, while we're here, kind of inspect the side of the tiny island that is kind of, like, holding the castle up. And is there a way to get back in, or I'm probably going to be digging for a while before I actually make my way back into a cavern. I'll make a quick cut here and try to find my way back into somewhere. Okay, here I've made my way back into some kind of staircase. Not really sure where I am. Let's also go ahead and top off some torches. Okay, I know where I am again. I'll make another cut. Okay, so I recently climbed up here. And which of these ways did I go? Okay, this is a place that I wanted to get back to. So let's go back here. I was struggling to get up a staircase over here, I think. This is not correct. I did go over there at the end of the previous episode. I'm actually, believe it or not, recording these like back to back, and I just can't remember all the things I've done. Alright, that appears to have been taken out already. So where do I need to go next? I don't think it's back down this way. I'm just coming down here to hide for a moment. I guess maybe I'll like build my way back up somewhere because I'm not sure exactly where to go next. So if I wanted to do that, I hear zombies falling down. So let's just, for variety's sake, do one of these numbers. Get some more height. Okay, I have been here apparently briefly before, since there is some torchlight. And golden apple, super golden apple. That's pretty nice. Some more things. I could top off strength. I don't really need to do that right now. I still have many minutes on my strength left still, I think. This goes up. Right, I remember being in here. This place is really big. What a surprise. I'm saying the place is really big inside a render map. Ah, here. This is where I turned around last time at the end of the previous episode. Okay, great. And we just exploded 2 of the 4. And still just 2 of the 4. Alright, let me break that, break that. Okay, this looks promising. I see the supercharged creepers. Or at least the supercharged creeper spawner. And all the bedrock around here makes me think that we're getting up to something good. Let's actually break the spawner. I hear the presumed evokers nearby, and so that obviously worries me. Okay, let's do this. I can see bad guys, but nothing's too bad. Spider jockey. Okay, let's try using the sword and swinging it more frequently. Alright. Swing the sword, swing the sword. Okay, we're going to probably have a lot of ghasts as we get up here. I'm going to do this really quick and see if I can get, yeah, 1 or 2 of the guys who are already here. It's going to run at me. Okay, some kind of loot there. We're going to have lots of spawners. We have the evokers doing their evocations. Let's see if I can kill him. It'll be hard to do if I'm getting knocked back. 1 more. Should kill him. Okay, great. And let's go ahead and break that, which I presume was his spawner. Because for the most part, the evokers have been in spawners like that. And then that's the very bad guy who I do not like, who leaves the lingering potions that have all kinds of awful side effects. If I wanted a shield, I could get it. It's good to know. That's the guy that we want to stay away from, because he's spitting out lingering potions everywhere. Vexes, if I can take a few of them down, I would not mind that. Hey, cut it out. Let's go ahead and set myself out, put myself out. What are the words I'm trying to use? Nobody knows, Brian. Alright, I have regen, but I lost my speed and whatnot. I'm going to try to run in here and take out this awful spawner that we do not like. And so we will get rid of that guy. And it looks like we can continue this way, so I guess let's try that. I have ender pearls on the bar, so if I get knocked off, I'll try to save myself with an ender pearl. I have to say it aloud beforehand, because I don't have a lot of practice doing that. And I am not particularly reliable for unpracticed mechanical actions, such as switching to the 3 slot and trying to throw the ender pearl to save myself. And let's see, back over this way. I don't know that there were any other things that we needed to take out that way. So I think we can run back in here now. There are going to be more creepers, but we'll try to light this area up. Yeah, that's pretty reasonable. I think I can kill all these guys. Alright. Reasonable. Break the spawners. I can't really tell where I am. Oh, wow! Okay, it turns into like a different kind of pathway up here. The fact that it's turning different colors makes me think that we are reaching like a new stage of the game or something. And... I do have 2 of these apples. I'm kind of curious to remember what they do. So let's eat one. Overpowered. I have 5 minutes of a lot of superpowers, it looks like, as well as 1 minute of super resistance. So let's be overpowered as we climb up here and see what kind of amazing things we can do. Let's blow up gas spawners when we see them, if we can manage to do it. And let's see, what do we have over here? We have more supercharged creepers, okay. And we've got more of those guys that I really hate. So we got all that going on. Yeah, we got multiple spawners inside this cage. So let's try very hard to breaky. Okay, got the breaky. You're the guy, something elemental is his name, I guess. I don't know that I've actually stood close enough to him before just now to have learned what his name is. Unfortunately, he did give me mining fatigue, as well as weakness. I can see it up in the upper right-hand corner with all my status effects, which with the overpowered, it's a little bit hard to read them all at once. Let's go ahead and put myself out, because the visual distraction of the fire is one of the worst aspects of the fire, even if you have fire resist, which I believe I currently do. There are a lot of ghasts. Ghasts are typically more of an annoyance than they are a real threat. And so I'm choosing to ignore them and just trying to make progress. That one's really close, so I guess we can go ahead and just knock him out since it's not that much trouble. And I should focus on using knockback rather than killing enemies, because we are on rather narrow platform. And so the opportunity to get rid of enemies simply by knocking them off, rather than by actually killing them, is probably a good thing to take advantage of. Oops. Okay, I want to put myself out, and now... Oh, I think that's the wool. Sadly, once again, it looks like we might get the wool before we get the emerald, and I prefer to get them in the opposite order. But while we're already here, it seems like we ought to do things this way. It looks like there is another spiral that kind of goes up almost to it. I wonder if I could, like, ender pearl up there. Actually, I'm kind of climbing over here. My pick is kind of too good for the particular type of blocks. Oh, gosh. Oh, boy. That we're dealing with right now. I've gone through all my absorption hearts already. Oh, actually, probably the 1 minute of absorption of those hearts has gone away. So it probably makes sense go ahead and eat another apple, and I think I have enough. Where are all these monsters coming from? Are there like spawners on the ceiling? Or are they embedded in the obsidian? Like, there's enough light in here nearby. Oh, I see one of the spawners, okay. Okay, great. Yes. If I can get rid of a few of these spawners, I'll feel better. And so, assuming that there's some symmetry in this room... Ouch. There's another spawner. Okay, great. Let's take out another gas to quiet things down a little bit, as well as some skeletons. Put myself out for a minute. Yeah, this isn't too unreasonable, assuming my armor's holding up, and it is. Can always put on some unbreakable pants if I need to. And I would really like to find this blaze with skeletons riding at spawner, because that one's really annoying me, and I need to be wary of the fact that my fire resist will be wearing out in another minute or so, probably. Okay, I see another spawner over here. So let's go break this one. Great. And yeah, let's just try to cycle around and break at least one more spawner. Right here. Great. Okay, and then I see the spawner right in the center is probably where... Oh, what happened to my water? Gosh darn it, my water's way back over there. Silly game. Fix your game, Mojang. I am recording, right? Yes. That's always your worst fear when you're in like the most exciting moment, is that you accidentally somehow stop the recording. Okay, let's try to build our way up there. It's going to be very difficult. Actually, it's probably going to be impossible right now. How am I going to do this? This is quite difficult. Even having taken out the outside spawners, the inside spawner right there, I'm not sure the best way. I guess Ender Pearl. Ender Pearl. Let's try the Ender Pearl. And see if possibly... Darn it. Crap. Okay. I've fallen down a fair ways. That could be good or bad. Oh, there's another blaze spawner. Okay. So some of these guys might have been coming from over there. Okay, all of my potion effects have worn off, so I'm in a lot more danger. I think we're going to have to ride this down. I think I've outworn my welcome to an extent. Let's see. I might be able to hop over here. Nope. Nope. Okay. All right. Down here now. Let's put myself out again. Let's catch myself with the water bucket there. I'm also getting a little bit of stuttering frame lag kind of stuff. So let's run back down here now that we have a better sense of that place. Yeah, it was quite difficult right at the end. I think the fact that I took out the outside spawners will help when I try to approach that again. But yeah, that was difficult. And my pants, I guess I do have a very good set of pants that I could replace them with, so that's not a big deal. I don't have any other potion effects to worry about right now. I could just try to make another run at it, but I don't know that I have a better strategy other than to successfully land an Ender Pearl on top, which might be the only and best thing to try. And I can imagine a number of those enemies have despawned. I guess I probably will give it one more try. And if I do get there, I'm going to want to have space in my inventory, but I'm sure my inventory is going to get cluttered with all kinds of other things that monsters are dropping. So I'm just going to leave my inventory as is. And in terms of potions, I guess let's drink all 4 of the potions that I currently have. So let's drink speed. Let's drink fire resist. Let's drink resistance. And let's drink strength. And hopefully that combination of all of those things will do me what I need it to do. But let's try to run back up here. And I think all of the gas have despawned. That's pretty nice. I think I took out all the spawners that were immediately right here. I see. And so like there's another way I could go up. So there were 2 spiraling pathways up, and I took one of them. This time I'm taking the other one so I can break the spawners along the way so that if I do fall down again, there will likely be fewer monsters to deal with. We're going to once again remember to use knockback to our advantage so that we're knocking guys off rather than fighting them. Man, when you have speed, like every little bit of knockback like feels like, oh boy, it's even more because of the kind of camera zoom or whatever that goes on when you have the speed effect. That can be difficult to deal with. All right, so coming back up here, pretty soon, I just heard a zombie villager, I think. Pretty soon I need to be looking for my Ender Pearl spot. Okay, I might actually be able to get it here. There's the zombie villager. It's relatively quiet at the moment. Let's see if I can be clever and do something like this. Darn it. Okay. I tried. Oh, boy. Oh! That was a nice water save. I'm pretty happy with myself for that one. Okay, I don't have a regen. Let's try it one more time. I'm all the way up here. It feels like a waste to throw it away. I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to do it, and I've only got 4 ender pearls left. Oh gosh. Oh boy. Alright, let's be careful. This is difficult to climb too. And it's not particularly blast resistant blocks, and so with all the gas who are shooting, it's probably going to become less and less of a decent stairway to go up in the future anyway. For a map that started off on the easy side, the very end of it has been pretty difficult. But I think that's good, because I think a lot of the players, like, if you have the endurance to get here, like, I think people will kind of endure regardless of how crazy and difficult things get once you're this close to the end. And for the players who like harder maps, like, they'll obviously just, you know, like it, just that simple. Okay. See, there's still, like, creepers. I guess the creeper could be a natural spawn. It's mostly this stupid guy. Ah, so many bad guys. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, I went over. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, is there something up here? There is. I'm gonna break that. And then I'm also very tempted to try... Okay, I think there's something below this, but I don't think I can break it over here. So let's just go ahead and grab a piece of that wool. And I see, right, render gives us 64 of these, or 2 stacks of fireworks kind of stuff. And then let's do this. Okay, great. And I think run our way out of here. I think there was still one spawner on the bottom, possibly, that I didn't break. But if we ever decide to go back up there for some reason, I do indeed have a piece of black wool in my inventory. And on top of that, you know what? I see an easy exit out right here, and I'm going to take it. I think that'll work. Please work. Oh dear. Okay. Okay. That's okay. I saw that I was going to glitch into the wall, and so I just planned to place a block below me. It worked just fine. I think we can just pillar back up and get out of here. So don't worry. Be happy. I have plenty of blocks in my inventory. Not that I was really planning for exactly this contingency. And the only possible thing is if there were a monster like on this ledge or something. I don't think there's an easy place for me to ender pearl back. I'm still very low. So yeah, let's just imagine that everything's going to go fine. And we will safely get the black wool back. And I could ender pearl over here. I'm kind of like below the staircase at this point. I think what I need to do, even though it's kind of scary, I still have 2 ender pearls in the bar, and so they are the thing that is giving me confidence. But I think I can take these blocks and just go straight back up. I can throw an ender pearl and do the same thing again if I need to. But I don't think there's any monsters over in this area, and we're almost back up to the staircase. So I think we'll be fine. There we go. See? Not a problem. Okay. Black wool is going to go in here along with the fireworks. And let me see how much of this episode there is. And I guess then maybe that tower is probably the likely spot for the emerald to be hiding. I have to think about it. I think there is enough time left in the episode that we can continue, since we only have one thing to try to get. So I'm going to attempt to do that. It might turn out to be a long episode. I also still have like 2 minutes of my speed and things going, and so I prefer to take advantage of that. And I kind of think I could find my way back, so I'll meet you guys over there. I'm stopping back by this chest because it does have some potions that I'll go ahead and just drink some more of. Let's take a haste, and I don't really want the jump boost. I will take the strength. So we'll take that, and then I don't need more haste, and I guess I'll keep another regen on me for some reason. Sure. And still have some blocks. So it seems to me, I've gotten kind of turned around, but it seems to me that the destination that I think I'm going for, is it out this way? It is. And there is a bridge up here. I'm going to try to find a way to take that bridge rather than just trying to ender pearl or bridge across right there. It's kind of over here. Oh, there's a gas spawner right there. Let's take that out. Is there one right here? There is. Okay, let's take that out. That'll make some things easier in the future. And let's go ahead and also see if I can hit that gas. Indeed. Okay, so where is this crazy bridge? Who was shooting at me? I didn't see the ghast right now. It's down here. And so how do I get down there? I guess I could run down here. It looks like I've actually been down there because there's at least one torch. I see the gas now. Oop. Oh. Every time you fall in a tiny hole like that, it's very scary. Okay, there's creepers down here and a hole. But we'll do that. Yeah. Yeah, I remember this spot. Right, and then I fell off the castle. Right. So it's a thin floor right here is what it is, and I fell out of the castle, and so that's how we got distracted from going this way the first time, I think. So speaking of thin floors, let's go ahead and plug up that hole. And rather than worry too much about it... Oh boy. Maybe it's time to worry. Oh boy. Oh boy. Go, Gadget, knock back. Alright, good, good, good. Blaze, oh, you're the bad one too. Let me go ahead and get rid of that. This is not an emerald, but it's probably something very good. Since it was scary to get. Ooh! Power 5, something, something, something. That looks like it's probably good. Knockback 2. It's got knockback, and does it have punch? It has punch as well. Does it have infinity? Doesn't have infinity, and I don't have a supply of arrows. I do have stacked 64 arrows. Let's try it out. It sounds good, and I could even use it as a knockback weapon if I need to. As a knockback melee weapon, that is. And then the other question becomes, is there something on the roof of this place? Because that feels like it was kind of a big place to have a small amount of something. There's a hole somewhere here that I still haven't filled in, I think. It definitely looks like there could be something on the roof. I don't know if there is something on the roof. But let's go take a look. Let's prefer to do it somewhere kind of in the interior if we can. I hear bad guys, so that's probably a good sign that there's something here. Let's go ahead. Oh boy. Okay, here's a... Oh, it's the emerald! Haha! I kind of found that the cheap way. But at this point... I think I'll go ahead and take it. Alright, emerald number 27, right? The Nebula Citadel. I wonder what all was up here. Obviously, creeper. We might get a better look, actually. So I guess we would have seen it from the top. Let's at least go on top and take a look at what we would have had to face up here. I think I see a gas spawner. I saw a skeleton, creeper. It actually doesn't look too bad up here. I guess in general, it has been the case that the emeralds have not been as well guarded. Hey, ghast. Am I going to be able to hit you? Where did the skeleton just go? Hi, skeletons. Alright, let's do this. Oh, crap. Go away, creeper. Oh, gosh. Someone's got some knockback. Oh, crap. I just want to take a look. Okay, here we are. We're on top. There's a gas spawner. And I think just some random bad guys who had spawned up here. But it's very green, and so if you were on the top of the tower and you look down, you would see the green. And so that would help you find the emerald if you didn't already find it. Okay, great. I feel like I have learned the mysteries of this place well enough. We can now head back. I'm sure there were a few nooks and crannies inside this castle that I did not manage to explore. But I feel like I explored a lot of it. So let's go turn in all of our finds and celebrate our victory. Before I place the final blocks in the monument, there are a few things I wanted to point out. One is I managed to gather many stacks of leather and tons of zombie flesh throughout the map, which at the very first area, I don't think I even saw anybody make any leather armor because we were gifted leather armor. But considering you can't make books, there was a lot of leather that dropped from zombies and tons of zombie flesh. And I think those don't really need to be included in the loot table, honestly, because they just kind of cluttered up my inventory throughout. Also, feathers. I never ended up crafting arrows. I suppose if people lost, there were only a couple of infinity books that I remember getting. So if you lost the infinity options, like it wasn't until very late in the map that you could actually get flint. But basically, a lot of the zombie drops were basically kind of worthless, and so that was just some feedback that I wanted to give to Render. And the other thing I wanted to do is check out my statistics, because we did that halfway through the map. And I think, really quick, yeah, I'm still at 4 deaths. I came pretty close to deaths a couple of times, but I haven't died in the last few episodes, so I'm pretty pleased with how I've played at the end, although obviously having tons of armor, and I also had the Totem of Undying, possibly, to help me out. But I made some good water saves and a few places, good strategies in terms of knocking guys back and different things. Yeah, so apparently it's been over half a day since my last death. And I'm just going to scroll down through kind of all of these statistics for people who want to read them or look more closely or call out particularly interesting numbers in the comments. And so for the blocks, I'm just going to kind of scroll down. Can you scroll down? No, I guess I have to use my scroll bar. All right, so we'll do this. If anything jumps out at you, feel free to point it out. A lot of torches, torches, torches. That is not a surprise. I like to light areas up. A lot of stone bricks. I was using them as kind of my main blocks in a lot of portions of the map. Render gave us a bunch at the monument, and they were one of my common bricks that I would use throughout. And yeah, lots of different colors. And yeah, I guess these were the 3 colors of shulker boxes. This I was carrying around in case I just needed extra place to stash inventory. This was an extra one sitting in my ender chest, and this one I had a bunch of potions in my ender chest is how I was choosing to use those. I don't know that I really showed them off on camera all that often, how I was using the shulker boxes after we found them from solving the puzzle back in the primeval woods. And yeah, nothing too surprising about like armor and things there. Water buckets I used a fair bit. Only set down a couple of cakes, it looks like. Definitely picked up a lot of zombie flesh and used a lot of experience bottles I saw there. Which I did. I used actually most of the experience bottles, which I was pretty pleased with. Alright, never killed by a blaze. I think I got, yeah, Creeper killed me twice. Enderman killed me once, which was silly and ridiculous because there were so many ways I could have avoided that death. And then did I die from fall damage once, I think, too? I think that's what happened. I don't remember off the top of my head. And achievements. This achievement screen is going to be going away in the next version of Minecraft. Yeah, I can't say that I will miss it, so I'm not even going to bother looking through that. Okay, let's go to the final coup de grace and also see what Render has in store for us. I'll decide if I ever want to actually build something out of the fireworks. In the previous map, I made dispensers, kind of like shoot off all the fireworks at the end, but since I'm doing this at the end of an episode already, I don't know that I will do that. Instead, let's place emerald number 27. Neat! I was wondering what would happen there, and it exploded into a block of emerald. And for whatever reason, I like saving all the glass panes, and so here are all the glass panes as they were originally. The light gray ones are very hard to see. And finally, the black wool. Are you ready? I'm ready. And I think we'll end up with fireworks like going in a circle, assuming that it's similar to what happened in Render's previous map. Kablam! Corona Trials has been completed. Fireworks! Hooray! Feel free to leave your feedback on the map at the Minecraft forums. Render, if that's a link, I would underline it in the text so that it's more clear that it's a link that people would want to open. Because right now it just says Minecraft forums in green. I might also change it to cyan or blue so that it looks more like a link that you'd want to click on in the chat. So that's a piece of feedback to give right there. And then I don't know if these, I think possibly these fireworks just like go on forever, and he's got some pretty colors, so that's pretty cool. Let's go up to the viewing platform to kind of watch everything going off from there. What is that particle? Did you see that? Was that just fireworks particles, or are these like fireflies or something that Render has added using command blocks? I think they're like experience orbs that randomly fly around or something. It looks cool, whatever he's done. Let's go back up on top and watch this whole thing. Guess there's a tiny chance I'll be hit by the fireworks and take some damage. But it's worth the risk. I see, there's the spawners that actually spawn all the fireworks. And yes, I got hit by a fireworks rocket explosion there. So Render, you managed to get me one last time. Congratulations. Ooh, my pants were getting close to breaking there at the end. Okay. I am planning to talk to Render and try to do another interview like we did at the end of Myriad Caves, so there may be more episodes, assuming I can manage to arrange that. But thank you all for watching. I encourage you to watch other people who are playing through this map if you enjoyed the map and want to see how other people handled it. But perhaps I will see you again in the future for some post-game on this map with the map creator, just to talk about some of the design and implementation stuff, and also just to, I don't know, kind of have some fun having a chat. So, I will see you when I see you. Bye-bye.